days. The topic of my presentation is, we call it the ultimate edge for futures traders. So stay tuned. Before I get too far into the presentation, I just want to get the CFTC out of the way. It's important to know that we're not offering any type of trading advice here today. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and there is a significant amount of risk when you trade the financial markets. If you're not familiar with those risks, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. You know, I think one of the characteristics that distinguishes right line trading from a lot of our competitors is our transparency. You know, we trade our software live on YouTube every morning for the whole world to see. And we trade both our futures systems and our options trading system called the SPY Super System. And I'm going to invite everybody here today to come join me on Monday on our YouTube live stream. Our mission here at Right Line Trading, we've been around for about 14 years now, is to help provide our members and ourselves, because we are traders, with an edge when we trade the financial markets. What kind of edge? Well, you know, we believe that we have indicators that help predict the future direction of price. Is this the holy grail? No, by no means. However, it is a tool that does provide you a significant edge when trading these markets. Along the way, over the past 14 years, we've really built a beautiful community of traders of all skills level, and starting from the complete newbie to the far left to the professional trader to the far right. And this is what they do full time, is trade. And every experience level that falls in between that broad, wide spectrum. I want to take just a minute to acknowledge the members of my team. It's important to know that it's not me here alone pulling the switches and flipping the levers. I'm part of a really educated and experienced team. I'd like to think good looking too. But very briefly, as I mentioned earlier, we have two main equity streams here at Right Line Trading. We have futures and we have stocks and options. So I'm going to first introduce our futures traders, Mr. Craig Emery and David Kushner. These guys are extremely patient and disciplined. They look at the technicals. They don't make decisions based on emotions. And when everything lines up perfectly and the software provides them the signal that risk is at its lowest and their potential for a winning trade is at its highest, well, that's when those guys pull the trigger. And Mr. David Wise is our professional options trader. And I tell you, I just, you know, have so much respect for David because, you know, I've traded options before and it's just, man, it's just, you know, I just can't, you know, pull 2 or 3 winning weeks together. You know, it's like, you know, you take a winner, then a loser, a winner, and then a loser. Well, David is the exact opposite. You know, he has a 90% win rate and he amazes me because he does the impossible day in and day out. And, you know, it's like an everyday thing for him to just, you know, pull out a 90% win rate. So I'm really amazed by his win rate. And if you're into trading options, I highly recommend checking him out. Anyway, behind the desks here at Right Line Trading, we have Mr. Brock Miller. He's our college student. He's getting his degree in computer science, and we've got some really experienced software developers, coders, engineers. Mr. Sergio Luque Rodriguez. I've worked with Sergio for about a decade now here at Right Line Trading. He's become a dear, close friend of mine. And let me tell you, Sergio can make just about anything come to life on a computer. He's just incredible. He has that God-given talent. And there's, you know, it's not an easy thing to do. I've seen him progress with his skill level incredibly. When I first came here, he could barely speak English. When he first came to Right Line Trading, he barely spoke English. He's from Cuba. He's a Cuban American. And he started coding complex mathematical equations to algorithms to mathematical modeling. And now he's progressed to the next level with artificial intelligence. You see, he was the main benefactor, well, really our community of traders were, of a collaboration with a world-renowned AI lab. And they really taught Sergio, what artificial intelligence is, how to put it into computer language, and how to code it. And man, let me tell you, to see him progress the way he has really been a privilege. The team is led by Mr. Mark Miller. He's the owner of Right Line Trading. Let me just mention Sergio's credentials. Let me back up. Sergio has a master's degree in computer science. He's very highly educated, brilliant guy. Mark Miller has his MBA from Cal State. He's a U.S. Army vet. And come to find out, his experience lies in automation and robotics. He's an engineer with an MBA from Cal State. So I think what impresses me, or what I love the most about Mark, are those core military values. Yes, I'm very patriotic, but it's those core values that I really think are biblical, where they stem from, of being honest and transparent, and having integrity. That's what Mark Miller brings to the forefront of everything that we do here at Right Line Trading. The voice that you hear behind the screen, I just want to briefly introduce myself. My name's Rory Powers. I reside in South Florida. I'm a graduate of Syracuse University, and my passion is not only trading the financial markets, but I love saltwater fishing. Guilty as charged. I love to go saltwater fishing. I live all the way down by the Florida Keys. This is a recent picture of Mark Miller, Sergio, and myself. We took a fishing trip down in the Keys and caught some beautiful snapper and grouper. The boat gets back to the dock and they cook them up right in the restaurant right behind us. And it's really the most delicious, freshest fish or seafood that you could get. And just like every fisherman, I've got to tell you my best fishing story. Everybody's got a fish story, right? The big one that got away. Well, my best fish story is about the big one that did not get away. She's my beautiful wife, Christelle. She just recently, in the last month, got her master's degree as a nurse educator, and she's an RN. And God truly blessed me when he brought her into my life. She's just not only beautiful on the outside, but inside as well. And we have two beautiful children. The good Lord has blessed us with two little girls, a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old. My friends see the picture of my family and they're like, "Oh my God, you got more guts than brains. I can't believe how young your kids are." But listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I love those kids. They're my whole life. Where are we headed? Well, our new update that I'm really so proud of my team, because it's really cutting edge. I have a lot of respect for Jeremy and Zach, who preceded me, because what they're doing is cutting edge. It's thinking outside of the box. Okay, there's nobody else doing what they're doing. And I believe that I haven't seen what we're doing. I haven't seen another vendor do it. Something a little similar, but not exactly. Okay, where we're headed is this. We're building a ChatGPT agent, and really it's a breakthrough in integration. It combines speed, automation, market intelligence. It doesn't react to price. The way it works is it seamlessly switches between reasoning and action. Okay, it runs 23 hours a day, and it's going to connect to outside websites. It's going to connect to your own database on NinjaTrader. Which is your historical trade performance, and it's going to provide continuous optimizations. And what it's going to do, it's going to provide you with an AI-powered sentiment analysis. It's going to refine the strategies and around-the-clock monitoring, exactly the way big institutions are doing it now. So what's coming is really going to be next generation. It's going to learn whether or not a news report or an earnings report was a beat or a miss. It's going to know the market sentiment from connecting to outside sources. It's going to give you in real time, dynamically put into motion ways that your bots are extremely intelligent, taking all of this context-aware logic and putting it into action. Now, it's not going to be a black box system. You're going to need the ChatGPT, and it's going to make in seconds from a news report or earnings release or picking up market sentiment from its connections. It's going to make suggestions on your ChatGPT. You can either say yes and click yes, and it's going to immediately put it into motion on your NinjaTrader, or you could say no, or put it in sim, or we're going to give you a couple of different ways to gain confidence with it. Excuse me, because that's really, when I run any bots, I'd like to build my confidence with it, and I love to learn the nuances, and I like to watch it trade, and I let it earn my trust and my confidence. And that's what we're doing with this, because it's brand new and it's going to have its nuances as well. There is no perfect trading tool. We have tools that provide us with an edge, but nothing is perfect. So that's where we're headed, and we're really excited about releasing it. So let's talk about the numbers, because when it comes to automation, I think the numbers speak the loudest. That's really what most people look at. And, as a vendor, most vendors would be pleased to have one bot that does well. We have many bots that do extremely well. We have a very diversified portfolio of strategies. We trade extremely liquid instruments, the futures index equities, the NASDAQ, the Dow, the E-mini. We've diversified into crude oil and gold, which may not be our most consistent bots in our portfolio. However, there are times when there's geopolitical unrest, when there's news reports that come out, when there's earnings reports that come out, there's times that gold and crude oil will become extremely volatile and active and provide us with incredible trading opportunities. So the bots that I'm going to show you are running on a number of different time frames and instruments. Our bread and butter here is the NASDAQ and the E-mini, okay? From April 1st to September 26th, we have a bot that one of our members collaborated with our team. His name is RJ. He's extremely intelligent. Some of our best ideas really come from our members, and we're not too proud to tell you that. Being a part of a community, there's power in numbers, and RJ is extremely intelligent. So this RJ bot that runs on a really big bar, 150 range, doesn't get caught in the whipsaw that a smaller bar on the NASDAQ might get caught up in. From April 1st to September 26th, the cumulative net profit trading one contract, okay, one contract, was about just under over $9,000. $9,000. I always say, well, what have you done for me lately? Right? It was nice you made some money back in April, but what have you done this month? Right? So let's look. This is the real deal in real time. This isn't a hypothetical, a back test. My RJ drone this month is up $3,100, $3,000 in September alone. So what have you done for me lately? RJ's up over $3,000 trading just one contract. I always get asked, what's the drawdown? Well, the drawdown was $1,700. $1,700. $50,000 eval or $50,000 PA account. You're riding. You're looking good. Smelling like a rose. Let's go to the next one. The next one was the drone. From April, the first one was the bot. This one was the drone, is up 20,000. And then we have the ES30 Star. Robert, another member of ours, we've been really the beneficiaries of a really great community. The ES30 star, man, this is another one, red hot, red hot. From March 1st to September 26th, this bot was up $22,600. Listen, the gentleman who designed this bot for us, his name is Robert, and he went on a win streak with this bot. I'll show you. In about a 6-week period, this is right out of Discord. His name is Robert. He's in this niche. He's a professional. He's with another company in this industry. But his passion is trading these bots. He loves it. And he's great at optimizing them. Well, he optimized it. The backstory is hysterical. He optimized a strategy to run on the NASDAQ. Okay. By mistake, he ran it on the E-mini. And it turned out to be the best bot we've ever had since we've developed bots. It totally by mistake, But this equity curve shows over the course of 6 months, this bot went on to win over $60,000 for Robert, which is the best results we've seen. He referred his family and friends, and he told me, he said, Rory, I've never, and I have 10 different bots from 10 different vendors, but I've never had a bot that I didn't have to optimize. He said, this is the only one that I've run, and I've never, not once, had to tweak the inputs. And that's really a testament to this AI technology. So what have you done for me lately? Let's look at that ES30 range. Excuse me just a second. Someone's at my gate. So the ES30 range, what have you done for me lately? In September 1st to the 26th, yesterday, and I can click generate. It's I'm not no games being played. This is genuine. Okay. If I uncheck this, you'll see it'll go to 0. And let me go back to my ES30 range. Where is it? The bot. Look what the bot is up. 5,400. Let's start with the drone. This bot is just incredible. The drone, the ES30 range drone, it's trading 23 hours a day, and its stops and profit targets are static, meaning they don't adjust. Okay, our bot is adjusting everything. It's adjusting the hours, the stops, and the profits, the triggers, and it's making it that much more efficient via that powerful AI integration. So our drone, which is static, you could see the numbers. It wins 50% of its trades. Its average winning trade is $600. Its average losing trade is a little bit more. So if you win 50% of your trades, you're going to be on the losing end. It's a losing strategy. This bot took 52 trades and was losing $1,000. Now, if I go to my bot, that same exact period of time, but this one is optimizing its own inputs, look at the difference, okay? It's turned a lemon into lemonade. This bot is up $5,400. Its win rate went up to 62.5%. It only took 16 trades, not 50 or 56. And its winner, even more importantly, its winner averages $876. The average losing trade, $548. So with a 62% win rate, you have this type of P&L. Now that's the power of this AI integration. Okay, that's why our members are having so much success with this system. All right. And really, it's been a game changer in my trading career as well. I want to show you my PA accounts. Since January, if I go back since January to today, over 3 PA accounts, look at this consistency, $38,000 across 3 accounts, $38,000. So listen, I'm a habitual account blower, stop squeezer. If you could slip on a banana peel, I found it. If you drop the banana peel anywhere near my trading platform, I'll find it and slip on it. I guarantee it. I'm just a klutz when it comes to trading. So these numbers are just game-changing numbers. Prop traders, listen, we've got custom templates designed specifically to trade prop accounts. If you, we have what we call our one-day pass templates. Our one-day pass templates are going to go for an all-in-one trade. We can make it an all-in-two trades. Some of them go for 2 trades, or some of them just 1. The win rate is going to be 33%. Okay, this is trading. You could lose 10 in a row. You could win 10 in a row. It's just how it works. I'm comfortable answering the phones here because I like to, because I answer the phones here, I like to under-promise, okay? I know that you're probably going to win more than 33%, okay, if you use our top ones. But I'm comfortable in my own skin answering the phones here and telling you 32%, because if you buy 3 evaluation accounts, I'm very confident that 1 out of those 3 are going to become a funded account, okay? Or you, listen, that's a very aggressive strategy, and it's called our one-day pass. Once you pass the evaluation, we're going to pivot to a much more conservative strategy. That 38,000 I just showed you, my profit goal is 250 to 500 a day. There's many days with this leapfrog now that I exceed that, okay? But I've been very disciplined with it, and I practice capital preservation. I saw some of you had typed that in on the last presenter's Q&A. And capital preservation, oh my goodness. Listen, every account that we've blown as traders, when does it happen? It happens after we lose a few trades, right? After we lose a few trades, we don't stop. We want to win that money back, and we determined to win it back, and we revenge trade, and we overtrade, and we try to get it all back in one trade, and we do whatever we can humanly possible to try to win our money back, right? But that's where the trouble kicks in. So I'm very strict. If I lose $250 to $500 on these PA accounts, I've stopped, okay? And I've been very disciplined with it. A very common question. I'm not going to get to all the questions. I can see I've already gone over. If you do have a question, and I'm going to do my special offer here in just a moment, please put your name and your phone number in the chat box. I'll be happy to give you a call. Just give me a chance to get a drink of water. Give me about 10 or 15 minutes to catch my breath, and I'll do my best to answer any questions that you might have. A very common question is, hey, can I use will I get payouts, right? That's the most important question. Yes, members of our community and members of our team have all gotten payouts using these bots, okay? Using these bots. Very common question. Okay, I do see the questions. Give me just a second. I want to get to my special offer. Now, I have some testimonials. I don't want to bore you or put you to sleep. I've gone over my time, and I don't want to overstep my welcome here. I love Traders Corner, and they're very generous with their time with me. But we have members of our community that are doing extremely well. It's not just me that's making money with this system. Here's my special offer. This weekend, last weekend, for the $299 special, we have our AI auto trader. This is the full Monty, everybody. This includes everything. When I say this includes everything, what am I talking about? I'm talking about it includes the discretionary component, which is all of your chart indicators with chart templates for all of the instruments. It's going to include all of the strategy templates, the full portfolio. it's going to also include an add-on that normally is $16.99, which is our prop trading templates. If you're a prop trader, you're in the right place, okay? Our prop trading templates are included in this offer. So you're gonna get everything. Our monthly membership, this system comes in 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. Whether you buy the small or the large, you're gonna get everything. We're gonna give you everything we can to help you succeed, okay? Believe it or not, we're one of the few vendors. There are vendors out there that really want you to win, and they want you to tell your family and friends about us, and that's us. Okay, so the monthly membership, whereas normally $5.98, this weekend it's just $2.99. Listen, for $2.99, you're going to get a powerhouse. Okay, you're going to trade it with us every morning on YouTube. You're going to have the whole portfolio of bots, and you're going to try something new. If you've gotten beaten up in the past, if you've bought a bot that just didn't work, if you've tried trading and you're just having trouble with consistency, please do yourself a favor, give this a shot, okay? The annual membership is a much better value. The annual membership is $19.99. Normally it's $29.98. Over the weekend, it's going to be $19.99. I think over the course of the year, it comes out to like $150 a month, if I'm not mistaken. But it's you pay it in one payment. It's $19.99 for the year. The lifetime is also cut in half this weekend. Instead of $49.99, it's going to be $29.99. Now I see in the corner of my eye the PayPal Pay Later. If you can qualify for PayPal credit, they will split this over 4 or 6 months with no interest. It's called Pay Later. Pay Later.